Big Paul back in the shim. First day back in the U.S. from Spain. Got in last night about 11 o'clock. Got a good 7 hours of sleep. Time to hit a little deload squats. Initially, when I was in Spain, kind of had a plan that I would deload and try to do a couple of these over there. It just didn't work out timing. I did end up working out a few times in hotel gyms and one time in a real gym with my friend over there. But everything kind of felt like shit over there because I was just drinking wine and eating whatever I wanted. So we're going to hit it now. Hopefully keep the train rolling for the Lift Hard, Live Easy. Now that I'm back home in my own training center, everything should go great. Let's get it. So warm-ups, just did some hypers, some bird dogs, some dead bugs. Just warm up a little bit. While I was on vacation, didn't really have access to a great gym. The first hotel we stayed at actually had a Smith machine, so I was able to do some sissy squats, some kind of RDLs, some stuff like that. Turns out I actually absolutely trashed my hamstrings. And then when I got to my friend's gym, I was kind of unable to squat because my legs hurt so bad. So kind of the grand scheme of things is, if you're going to go on vacation and you want to keep lifting, you can always find something to do. Even if that something to do is just a bunch of dumbbell work, dumbbell RDLs, bring a band. You can make things suck a lot with just some bands and some dumbbells. There's no excuse to get way deconditioned on vacation. And maybe, thinking about it is, from somebody that used to be really out of shape, working out isn't a chore to me. It's something I really love to do. So I'm going to make time for it even when I'm on vacation. Plus, the Lift Hard, Live Easy is not long away. So just kind of flew through a few warm-up sets there, just going up to 315 for either a 3x3 or a 3x5 day, just kind of seeing how it feels. I am going to put a belt on just because my back is a little sore and a little weak from 11 and a half hours on a plane yesterday. So although the squats are pretty light, I'm still going to belt up just so I don't screw myself up. So here we go. For all of the Discord crew keeping up with all of our training, I know Big Garrett was here when I was gone, took good care of the place. We'll stop at 3 on there. Luckily, the Massonomics Discord crew and Massonomics in general has this nice map of certified crew facilities that you can come and train. Unfortunately, there were not any in Spain when I was there, so it is what it is. So, these have all felt like shit so far. I'm not terribly shocked after traveling all day yesterday, getting less than good sleep, but you just keep pushing through. Like I said, the Lift Hard, Live Easy is coming up fast, so hit one more set here and proceed. Yeah, this feels heavier than 315 should, but it's the way it goes. we proceed. Squats are done. Time for some pendlay rows. If you want to bench big, you got to have a big back, so you got to row. We got to row to grow. I think Scance told me that. So here we go. Row, but I know no. So before I left, I had a lot of people at work ask me, what are you going to do? You're not going to be able to lift for 12 days while you're there. Like I said, not true. If it's a priority, you will make time for it on your vacations. Luckily, my wife understands that lifting is a priority for me. So she knows that, a handful of days during the trip, I will be lifting for an hour a day, and she just gets it. So find yourself somebody that understands. So rows are done. It's 225 for 2 sets of 5. Didn't really warm up. Just kind of went straight to the 225 because it's not that heavy, and you kind of use my squats as a warm up. So now we're just going to do some accessories, some GHR, some leg extensions, some ab wheel, and then everybody's best friend, the reverse hyper. So I'll film a couple sets of all that, and we'll wrap up at the end. The biggest thing that I've noticed from traveling is my lower back just kind of takes a beating from everything. Luckily, I've created the dojo here of fixing my shit lower back. So we're gonna get that baby strong. Got 4-5 weeks really before I need to have it be the strongest. So GHR's here. I did miss this over at the commercial gym I went to in Spain. They kind of had a bastardized version of this, but there's a bunch of people doing dumb shit on it that I could never get to it. So just had to wait to get home. So we're going to do one set of these on film because who cares about leg extensions? They just are. Like usual, just going to kind of get a pump, go from there. Felt good. Leg extensions are done. Now time for Louis Simmons' favorite, hypers. Gonna do 2 more sets of hypers. Did 1 for warm-ups, so I'll do 2 just to kind of round out the day. Garrett, there's shots for you. So, since having the hyper, I've talked to my brother-in-law who's in school to be a DPT. One of my friends I was at the wedding is a PT. Another one of my friends is a chiropractor in town. We've all talked about the reverse hyper and how they all think it's very underutilized. I know personally, for me, it's made a big difference. We'll finish with 2 sets of ab wheels here. Just a nice little ab finisher, and that'll be it. Honestly, I love ab wheels. I train them at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. I think they're kind of underutilized. My last one, I try to pause and come up. Sorry for the lack of videos. Now I was on vacation, but it was kind of hard to try to get them in, and it was a little awkward filming in a hotel gym with me and some other random masters lifter that had no idea what Massonomics was and didn't care and didn't speak English. So we're going to crank them out all the time leading up. So my dozen subscribers get their fix of a fat 32-year-old in a shed in Sioux Falls. That's a wrap. So that is my deload squat day that I kind of did on vacation, kind of didn't do. So we decided just to redo it, hit the ground running. Got all that done in a little under an hour. So for people that they say they don't have time to work up, that's a bull-faced lie. You can get in, you just have to try. Push the tempo a little bit. This was all pretty light, so didn't have to warm up too much. Like I said, during ab wheels, we'll keep these videos coming leading up to the Lift Hard, Live Easy and thereafter. Until next time, get after it.